Hello and welcome to Lazy Cinema, and on this episode, a man with a hardened secret will love to find by his remaining faculties of his family. But, but when an old enemy rises from the grave, it will bring back some old familiar faces and bring in a whole new team in the one and only Ghostbusters Afterlife. Hello everyone and welcome to Lazy Cinema, and on this episode we are talking about Ghostbusters. The, I mean Ghostbusters. I mean Ghostbusters. God dang it, I mean Ghostbusters. It has a lot of material working for it. But I'm so excited to see Ghostbusters Afterlife, and does it live up to my expectations? Yeah, even more so. The movie stars a familiar family, and I'm gonna try not to spoil it as much as I can for you guys. But if I do, and if you still want to listen in, just be warned that there might be some spoilers in this if you haven't seen it yet. If you have, then you can listen in. If you just want to hear me talk, do so as well. But I really think that you guys will enjoy this review either way. So, Ghostbusters Afterlife stars a familiar family who had just received that that one of their father and grandfather had suddenly passed away. This family is played by Carrie Coon, Finn Woodward, who you might remember from Stranger Things, and as well as Mackenzie Grace, who move into a new home where they found out that it's owned by one Annie Potts, who played Janine Melnez once again, and they realize that things are not what they're meant to be when they realize that the earthquakes were actually a resurrection of an old face. This movie really lived up to the expectations of the original two, even more so with the video game technically being the third Ghostbusters movie. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, including me, disown the 2016 film as trying to be the next generation of Ghostbusters, trying to be an all-star female cast with Melissa McCarthy and all of them, definitely. But does Afterlife live up to the expectations of that? Even more so, this feels like a great successor movie to the original. Especially since how in Spider-Man No Way Home we had this crossover with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. This one definitely feels like it as well. And it also feels a lot like the old 90s cartoon series Extreme Ghostbusters. And I say that in a good way because it really does feel like we're looking at a new team that could carry the namesake of this. Because I would love to see a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife. I don't know what you would call it, but I would love to see one based on it. And maybe bringing back Vigo the Carpathian. Hmm. Um, but yeah, in this film we were introduced to um, a new family who all keep a deep dark secret until it is revealed later in the movie. I called it way before the movie did, and you can imagine my enjoyment when I actually figured it out. But there is actually a good reason to why one of the Ghostbusters ran away, and obviously it becomes very well apparent why he did run away. A lot of people thought, oh, he's just an asshole, he's running out on his family, he doesn't care about nobody. But the fact is, there was even more of a better secret why he ran away. And it's even worse when you realize no one believed him, and that's what led to his untimely death. It was so great seeing Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, and Bill Murray back on the screen. And in case you can't tell, I'm a Ghostbusters fanboy. There's something wrong with you. I love this franchise. They make all the quotes from the original movie, and even more so, they use the first two films as of lately. And what I think was more perfect was the animation in this and the puppetry work. Amazing, especially for Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan, really did his best with his work here. He really put his hand down on his father's work. He looked over everything, and he just went through what his father's work was, and I think that was the best part. Bringing back the old, puppet suits from the original Ghostbusters, the Keymaster, and the Gatekeeper was really fantastic. I love the new form of Gozer. I really do. The old form, the woman that played her, was fantastic. But this one has even better, have a better look for her, especially how the eyes are completely black. She has like electricity or like ghost energy coming off of her. The black hair really looked really damn cool, and a lot of this has really good special effects in it, including one. Josh Hack, I think that's his last name. The guy that voiced Olaf voices a new ghost called Muncher. And he is, yes, the next generation of Slimer, but he's kind of the ghost, mind you, not Josh Hack. But Muncher's pretty cute, and if I can be honest and say that in all sincerity. And what I think is the best part is that he eats metal, but then he's able to like spit it back at people like a machine gun, which is really, I would say, the best part of it by bar none, especially having a little army of Day Park Marshmallow Men, which was pretty hilarious in its own right and its own sake. Now, a lot of people have picked on one of the scenes that appears in the end, and it is a one-for-one shot recreation of a person done through computer electronic animation. I think, in sincerity, it was really well done. And this was all done for Harold Ramis, who we have sadly lost. A lot of people know this. And I cried when that scene happened. I cried. I legit cried tears of happiness because of this has happened. And again, if this is going to be the new Ghostbusters team, I'm all for it. The actors were superb, the comedy was amazing, the story I was very invested in. I was really afraid that something else was going to happen. I thought it was going to be a new type of ghost until it brought me back into it. And really, if it was a different type of ghost aside from Gojo, the Sumerian would have been really damn impressive. And for Jason Reitman's first film, I think this is the first film he directed, he did a great job, and he really lived up to his father's legacy, and I think that this film is definitely worth it. And I know I don't have a rating system, I don't really plan on doing one, but this is a film that worth seeing. If you are a fan of Ghostbusters, if you have family members that never saw this film, but you want to introduce them to something retro, but something that's also dated now, please be sure to do so. And also, they have a cute little Easter egg in the film in the catacombs of Gozer. I won't say what it is, but it is pretty damn unique, if I can be honest. So, I really recommend this film for all geeks and nerds out there who love Ghostbusters, especially hearing the old theme song at the end of it. And also, there are after credit sequence. There is one. You just have to look for it, but there is one, including a very special guest who was not seen in the movie. We will see if this. Just take my word for it. But all in all, I think Afterlife is a worthy successor sequel, and especially how they're now releasing a 3 DVD shot of Ghostbusters, and the 2016 one isn't on there. It is not hard to see who is a worthy sequel. Guys, thank you so much as so for watching. If you want to catch some ghosts yourself, you can be sure to do so by liking this video, subscribing if you haven't already, and commenting in the comment section down below. Also, you can be sure to trap me in your ghost trap by staying subscribed, and also follow me at Twitter with a link in the description down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of Lazy Cinema.